Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. I hope you're all doing well today and having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It's great to see you all back here for another episode from our Farm from Scratch series. And as I said, it's good to see you all. I hope you're all having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. And I hope you all have a safe, wonderful, and happy Easter for those who do celebrate the Easter season or the Easter holiday. As you remember, for all of you, as usual, all usual disclaimers are in the description of this wonderful video. And if I seem a little off today, it's because I am recovering from a bit of a cold caused by sinuses, because we're at the start of spring really here and where I live, and it messes the temperature tends to mess with me just a little bit. All right, so that being said, thank you for your comments, feedback, suggestions, all that wonderful stuff. Let's get right to it. As you remember, in the last episode, we got our equipment garage ready to rock and roll over here. Looks so awesome sauce, don't it? Looks really good. So we got to put our equipment in here because I kind of want to get it out of the way. So that's something we got to do today. And we'll do a little bit more mowing because I want to see if we can't sell a little bit more grass. I want to try to get the grass around here all taken care of. So let's go ahead and we'll grab our tractor with our mower and let's get cracking. Alright. I'll leave the water thingy there. Turn on our tractor and we'll go ahead, and while the tractor is warming up, we'll grab our favorite coffee, donuts, egg McMuffins, sausage, egg and cheese, biscuits, maybe you like pancakes or waffles, I don't know, home fries and all that good stuff from our favorite local mom and pop coffee shop, and let's get cracking. Okay, I think because we are going to alright, I guess we'll have to do it this way. We'll go ahead and we'll start cutting the grass over here too, because we are going to need it, so it'll help us make a little bit extra money. Cut the grass all the way to here. Now, some of this we are going to turn into fields. Some of this will be used for silo. We'll add some more storage. But we kind of want to get the grass anyway. I am going to replant a lot of this, so. But hey, you know, May as well while we're at it. Get it done. So, as I said, for those of you who are celebrating Easter holiday this weekend and on Monday, I don't celebrate Easter myself, but sorry about the... And I'm sorry about the audio cutting in and out like that. It's not much I can do about that, folks. Wish I could. So just as a reminder, next week there won't be any videos. Well, they'll be pre-recorded. Hopefully I'll have a chance to get them done before I go on vacation. But next week they will be pre-recorded, so as usual. So if you leave a comment, I will get it the week after. And the only reason for that is because next week, usually on holidays like Easter, I will take that time off, that week off. So that is why. Okay, let's run this up. We'll just run this up to the store and sell it. If you sell the whole leaf, the whole tree, without taking the branches off, it actually does, I have found, does actually make you a little bit more money here. We don't have to run all the way back. I'll just do tab to get back to our video, our camera, our tractor rather. Yeah, I'm having one of those days. We'll have the store up here in just a moment. Oh, it's a long jog. There's the store, I can see it now. Starting to come into view. Okay, that made us 70 bucks, but that's okay. And there we go. That was a small tree, so I'm not really surprised that's all we made out of that. We'll make a lot more later. When we get the grass, that'll give us a good amount. That'll give us about another 800 at least. There we go. And as I said, you know, we're going to be making some money out of this, so. Oh! Just a whole swath there. There we go. Now you're probably wondering why I'm doing it this way. Well, what I'm doing is I'm cutting the grass around the barn, the hayloft, and we'll do the barn too, the equipment shed too. By doing that, we can make money off of the grass, but we can also use that money to put in paths later on. You might say it's taking care of business in a way, I guess. There are some that like that song. And even if that makes me feel old, I'm not ashamed. Okay. We'll just go back and we'll get as close here as we can on this side. There we go. That's probably about as close as we're going to be able to get. It's alright. That's okie dokie. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, we're getting warmer temperatures here, and snow is almost melted. But you got the air and whatnot that was trapped in the ground over the winter coming up now and breaking free. And that tends to cause problems with allergies and stuff. So, not exactly 100% fun, that's for sure. In reality, it feels like a cold, but it really isn't. Just an annoyance. There we go. Just an annoyance. Ah, come on, stop. There we go. This tractor turns so easy on a dime, it's not even funny. There we go. So anyway, a buddy of mine asked me which map I like playing on better. Of course, they know I don't have FS25 available yet. But they asked me which map I think is better. Between Farming Simulator 19 and 22, and quite honestly, I think for the most part 22 is better than 19. I do miss the county lines map on 19 though. But it is what it is. But I think 22 is better than 19, and I think 25 will be better than 22. So, of course, I'm guessing that 25 will be better than 22. Usually is. So and I also had another friend ask me, what I thought of Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced and the Legacy version of it. There's really no difference other than the Enhanced is just updated graphics rendering for the new RTX graphics cards, really. Otherwise, it's really it's the same game. They really didn't change much. And that's why I suspect they, if you already own the game on Steam, for example, they gave it to you for free. The enhanced version for free, so. Because it's really just for the graphics rendering in the enhanced version. But I did see some gameplay videos of it, and I really didn't see a difference. So, if you already own the game, it's free. The enhanced version you'll get the enhanced version for free. I suspect if you buy the game, they'll give you both too. Both the enhanced and the legacy version of it. So, you're not going to really be missing out on anything, I don't think. But, yeah, I didn't really see any difference when I saw some gameplay video of it. Let's see. I also watched some gameplay videos of the new Assassin's Creed Shadows. And to me, I don't own Assassin's Creed Shadows. At $80, it really doesn't seem worth it for me. But, not to mention, I'm not one that really likes violence or anything like that, so. Probably won't, you definitely won't see it on the channels, but if I buy it, which I don't think I will, you never know, I might make some comments about it, but, basically what I saw in those videos that I watched, it looks, Assassin's Creed Shadows looks like it's basically a combination of Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage, all thrown together in one, using the history of Japan as the backdrop, and it's either Japan or China, I forget which one it is. I think it's Japan, though. And being somebody that has a lot of respect for culture and history, I kind of understand where their government and the people over there are a little upset with Ubisoft over this, over Assassin's Creed Shadows. It is important to remember it is a game, but at the same time, game developers should try to go out of their way to respect the cultural heritage of a country. And I think some of the beliefs and heritage over there culturally was... I think you could make the argument that there was some insult. Perhaps not intentional, but... I definitely think one could make the argument, at least. So, you know, game developers should always try to be careful about that and mindful of that, and I don't think that they were trying to insult the heritage of the people over there. I really don't. Um, and I guess it's one of those things that's easy for us over here in North America to not understand the culture of another country like Japan or China or whatnot. And that's where that happens, and I think that's what's happened here. So if you are watching from one of those countries, rest assured, um, I really don't think it's intentional. I do think some better education needs to be had so that things like that don't happen in the future. But I'll leave it at that. So for those wondering if I'd end up buying the game and playing it off camera, probably not. It's too high a price for me. I mean, $80. Yeah. Ubisoft is overcharging for that. Yeah, I almost got this done. Anyway, let's see, what else have I been up to this week? Well, besides work, getting some software coding done. And catching up on paperwork. Here we go. Ah. Tell you, when I wake up in the morning, there's nothing like a nice cup of coffee. Of course, I like my hazelnut flavored coffee. Tastes really good in the morning. Getting there. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Have all this cut down here in a few minutes. And we'll be able to pick it up. Okay, almost. Grab this little strip we missed here. There we go. Okay. Now we just gotta go over here on the side of the building and get that little piece. And then we'll have the grass here all ready to pick up. There we go. Ah! This tractor really needs to stop turning like that. It's the only thing I don't like about this tractor is it turns too quick. Well, in any case, we're almost done. What we'll have to do is we'll have to get the grass around the equipment shed cut in the next episode. And I think we'll start after that working on getting a firewood system production going. Because that will make us money over the winter months. Ah, I guess I can get it this way. Nice. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so now we'll get... This seems to be turning out the way I'd like it to. All right. Alright, we'll leave that one there. And... Alright, let's see if we can't, how much this we can't get picked up before the end of the episode. Okay. So the goal will be to pick up as much of this as we can before the end of the episode. And if we can get a full trail full, that's good. At least this way we'll be able to start come on. Be able to start making some money at least. Might be easier if I was using a steering wheel. Probably should have thought of that. Oh well. Just pause my clock so that way I don't hear my stupid timer bell. An hour goes by quick. There we go. We're getting there. Yeah. Yeah, we had to pick up the grass off our little roadway anyway, so. We're almost full. Almost got a trailer load. That's good. Grab those little spots there while we're at it. Wow. Alright, let's take this load up. We got 100%. That is good. We still have more to pick up, but that's okay. Maybe what we'll do is I'll pick that up off camera maybe, or maybe we'll pick it up in the next episode. There's that hot air balloon up there. Up in the air, off in the distance. I think what we'll do is we'll drop this load off And then we'll call it an episode, and we'll finish up picking up the grass in the next episode. And we'll start cutting the grass around the equipment shed. I think that's how we'll do it. That way I'm not overdoing it here. And we'll go from there. As we get closer to the store, excuse me. There is the store. There we go. So that made us $1,203, plus the tree made us $70, so that's $1,273 for the episode. That's really awesome. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, pet guinea pig, pet skunk if you got one. Anyway, by sharing the link to the channel with others, it does help this wonderful channel grow, and it helps our wonderful community grow. And I hope you all have a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your week. And if you celebrate the Easter holiday, I hope you have a happy Easter with your family and friends. And if you don't, I hope you have a great weekend as well. And as a quick reminder, that next week's episode will be pre-recorded, so don't worry, I will pick up your comments in the following week. Happy gaming!